Main high-speed train collision kills 39, injures over 120. In Sport AFCON 2025, Besiktas confirmed Super Eagles captain Ndidi hamstring injury. Good afternoon and thank you for staying with us in Diamond 88.7 FM in Lorraine. This is the news on the hour. I am Bisola. Oduwole Suleiman. We'll bring you details of the news after this break. Please stay with us.
We've all heard about home fires taking lives and destroying all that a family owns. These tragedies are reminders for us to double-check for fire safety. Make sure your home has properly installed and working smoke alarms. Practice a fire escape plan. Never leave cooking food unattended for long. Teach children never to hide but leave if there's a fire. Switch off all electrical appliances when not in use. In cases of fire, remember, the most important thing to do is to protect lives first.
This message is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM, Ilorin.
Welcome back from that break. Please note that you can listen to us via our website, www.diamondfm.net, or watch us live on Facebook at Diamond 87 FM and YouTube, Diamond FM, Ilorin. Now the news in detail. President Bola Tinubu has ordered a full investigation into the killing of a housewife, Fatima Abubakar, and her 6 children in the Chiranshi community of Kano State. In a statement issued by his special advisor on information and strategy, Bayo Ononuga, the president condemned the attack, describing it as barbaric, and expressed condolences to the bereaved family. President Tinubu also commended the Nigeria Police Force, NPF, for the swift arrest of the principal suspects and directed security agencies to ensure thorough investigation and diligent prosecution of those responsible. He reassured Nigerians of the federal government's commitment to protecting lives and property, stressing that such acts of violence would not be tolerated. A fuel tanker loaded with premium motor spirit (PMS) has overturned at the Tin Can Liverpool Bridge in Apapa, Lagos, causing panic and traffic disruption in the area. The incident occurred on Monday morning, drawing the attention of passers-by and residents. In a video trending on the internet showing people scooping fuel from the falling tanker beneath the bridge, despite the obvious danger. The footage captured crowds gathered around the scene as the highly inflammable products spilled from the vehicle. The workers at the Federal Capital Territory Administration (FCTA) Secretariat commenced industrial action on Monday morning, shutting down the Secretariat over unresolved labour and welfare issues. The action followed the directive by the Joint Union Action Congress, JUAC, which ordered staff across all cadres to withdraw their services after authorities allegedly failed to address long-standing demands. The unions, in a statement signed by the Joint Union Action Congress, the President, Rifkatu Lotia, and Secretary Abdullahi Saleh, cited grievances, including non-payment of promotion arrears and permanent secretaries. The Joint Union Action Congress also faulted the 2024 promotion examination, describing it as largely unsuccessful and unfair to many members. Moving on, the federal government has rearranged human rights activist Omoyele Sowore on a 2-count amended charge of cyber stalking President Bola Tinubu. The amended charge, which removes X and Facebook as defendants, now lists Sowore as the sole defendant. Sowore pleaded not guilty to the allegations after previously tagging the president as a criminal on social media. At the resumed hearing before Justice Mohammed Umar of the Federal High Court, Counsel for the Department of State Services, DSS, Akinlolu Kehinde, informed the court of the new charges and requested the trial to commence. Showore's lawyer, Abubakar Marshall opposed the motion, arguing that witness information and statements were not attached to the charge, citing Section 36, subsection 6 of the Nigerian Constitution and the Administration of Criminal Justice Act. After hearing arguments from both sides, Justice Umar adjourned the case to January 22 for trial. Still on the local scene, the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, has clarified that 52 individuals arrested during protests in Ekpoma, Edo State were detained for looting shops and vandalizing the palace of the Enoge of Ekpoma, not for participating in peaceful demonstrations. Egbetokun dismissed claims that the police targeted peaceful protesters, calling such reports a false narrative. In a video posted on the Force X handle, the IGP emphasized that the Nigeria Police Force supports lawful protest and will continue to protect citizens exercising their right to peaceful demonstration. He stressed, however, that criminal acts under the guise of protest would not be tolerated. And lastly, on the local scene, the Nigerian Air Force NAF has killed over 40 terrorists in precision airstrikes conducted in Azir and Musaram areas of Borno State, thwarting planned attacks on nearby civilian communities. The operations carried out on January 15 and 16 targeted terrorists gathering to launch assaults along the Baga and Fish Dam axis. According to NAF spokesperson Commodore Ime Ejodame, the strikes followed credible intelligence reports and involved successive air passes that neutralized fleeing and regrouping terrorist elements. And that's it on the local scene. The news on the hour is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM in Loring. We take a short break. When we return, we bring you foreign and sports news. On the foreign scene, in Spain, a high-speed train collision kills 39, injures over 120. We'll bring you that story and some others after the break.
Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Diamond 887 FM. Diamond FM, shining supreme.
Welcome back from that break. If you're just tuned in and joining us, you're listening to the news on the hour reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM in Loring. Before that break, we brought you local stories. Now we move on to the foreign scene. In foreign news, at least 39 people have died and more than 120 injured after a high-speed aerial train derailed and collided with another in southern Spain, authorities confirmed on Monday. The crash occurred on Sunday evening near Adamas, Andalusia, as a train traveling from Malaga to Madrid veered onto the opposite track and hit an oncoming train, causing both to derail. Transport Minister Oscar Puente described the accident as extremely strange, noting that the derailment happened on a straight, recently renovated section of track and involved a nearly new train. He added that the death toll is not definitive and could rise as rescue operations continue. Among the injured, 5 people were reported in very serious condition and 24 seriously injured, according to the Interior Ministry. Still on the foreign scene, the death toll from a fire at Gol Plaza shopping mall in Karachi has risen to 14. Pakistani authorities confirmed on Monday as rescue teams continue searching for more than 50 people still reported missing. The blaze, which broke out late Saturday, has been described by officials as a major national tragedy. Rescue personnel recovered 8 more bodies since Sunday evening, while police and emergency teams are using mobile phone data and family contacts to trace the 54 to 59 missing individuals. Sindh Governor Kamran Tesori said the situation is extremely alarming and warned that the building remains unstable, posing a continued risk of collapse. And that's it on the foreign scene. Moving into the world of sports, Besiktas have confirmed that Wilfred Ndidi sustained a hamstring injury during Nigeria's quarter-final clash against Algeria on the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations AFCON. The midfielder was forced off in the 70th minute of the encounter after experiencing discomfort in his left leg. The 29-year-old returned to Turkey on Sunday following the Super Eagles' third-place finish at the tournament after their victory over Egypt on Saturday. In a statement on the official website, the Turkish Super League side disclosed that Ndidi has commenced treatment after medical examinations. Still in sports news, Kwara United have issued an unreserved apology to their supporters following a disappointing start to the second half of the Nigeria Premier Football League season. The Harmony Boys are yet to record a win after, in their last two matches, suffering 1-0 defeat to Ikorodu City at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena, Onikon, Lagos, on Sunday. In a statement after the loss, Kwara United attributed their struggles to an injury crisis affecting the squad. The club, however, reassured fans of its determination to recover, noting that despite the challenges, efforts are ongoing to restore the team's competitiveness and improve results. And that's it in the world of sport. With that, we've come to the end of the news on the hour for today. But before we go, here is a recap of the major highlights. President Tinubu orders probe into killing of woman, 6 children in Kano. Lagos residents scoop fuel as tanker overturns at Tinkan Bridge. Federal Capital Territory Administration workers begin strike, shut down Secretariat. Nigerian Air Force airstrikes kill over 40 terrorists in Borno. On the foreign scene, Spain high-speed train collision kills 39, injures over 120. In sports news, AFCON 2025, Besiktas confirmed Super Eagles captain Ndidi's hamstring injury. And those are the major headlines as brought to you this afternoon. Before we wrap up the news, we take a look at our Today in History segment. Did you know that on this day in the year 1999, the first BlackBerry device named the BlackBerry 850 was released and launched? Now you know. For news coverage or information about happenings around you, kindly contact the Diamond FM newsroom number on 09160627526, 09160627526. Join us at 3 p.m. for the news flash and at 5 p.m. for the news across the world. For a comprehensive bulletin, log on to our website www.diamondfm.net to keep up to date with us from any part of the world. The news on the hour was edited by Adeyemi Adewale. I am Bisola Oduwole Suleiman. Thank you for listening to your shining Supreme station. Do stay tuned for the news in Yoruba coming up shortly.
The sounds, the vibes, good talking, conversations. You can have it all on Diamond 88.7 FM, Ilorin. Diamond 88.7 FM.